Hey guys, welcome back. Today's video is going to be on this soft smoky eye with a hint of glitter, color, a bold lip. I know it looks very glamorous, but it was so easy to achieve and I know you can do it at home. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And before we get started, I also want to say that I did partner with Pop Sugar and Lancome for this video, and I'm going to be featuring their brand new Monsieur Big Mascara. And yeah, I can't wait to share this with you guys later on in the video. Without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so I've already got my base on because I do my base kind of like the same way every time, so I didn't want to bore you guys. But I did use the Shiseido foundation. Everything that I use will be linked below. And then I use the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer under my eyes to sort of conceal. And so now I'm just going to contour, highlight, all that stuff. I like to bronze first, and I'm not going to do like a cream contour because I want this look to be sort of like an easy smoky eye, but still glamorous. So I'm just going to use a powder bronzer instead of like a cream. This is the Chanel bronzer, and it is in Deep. So I'm just going to use a little bit of this bronzer with a fluffy brush, and I'm just going to apply this on the hollows of my cheeks, but also blend it up. So I'm not really just concentrating on this area. I'm just sort of spreading it around so that it gives my skin a little bit of color, warms it up. I love doing that, especially with this bronzer, because the color just works really well. And then just a little bit on the forehead, again, just to give it that nice warm color. And then I like to chisel my jawline, which, by the way, I have a whole video on how to contour a round face to look thinner. So if you guys want the exact technique, I'll link that video in the description box because I think it's really, really helpful. And then for my highlighter, I'm going to go in with this Lancome highlighter. This is a relatively new highlighter. It feels sort of like cream to powder, but it is extremely pigmented. I'm going to use like a flat brush like this one. So I'm just popping a little bit, not a little bit, a lot on the high points of my cheeks because I just love how this looks when you just turn your head around like that. I just think it looks so cool. And then bring it a little bit, but not too far out because I do have larger pores around this area. And if you feel like you got a little bit on the pores, just put a little bit of mattifying translucent powder and it'll fix that right up. And then just a little bit on the center of my nose, Cupid's bow, chin. And then right above the eyes, just a little bit of highlight, looks super cute. And then in between the eyes. So I'm happy with the glow. And then for my blush, I'm gonna use this Luminoso blush by Milani. It's one of my favorite blushes. So I'm just applying the blush around the apples of my cheeks, just like that. And that's it. So the base is done. I'm gonna move on to the eyes. All right, moving on to my eyes, I already have my concealer all over my eyes, and that's basically going to be my eye primer. And then for my eyes, I'm first going to use this palette by BH Cosmetics. It's an all matte eyeshadow palette. And then I'm going to also use the second palette, which I'll show you guys in a little bit. But first, I'm just going to pick up this shade over here, a little bit darker. That's more of the true color. So I'm just gonna pop this on the crease. It's just a really pretty peach color. And then I'm gonna use this color over here to deepen the outer corners. So I'm just applying this on the outer corners and then blending it in. So Halloween is around the corner, and I don't know if I'm gonna do any looks because, to be honest, I'm not like a huge Halloween person myself. So if you have any ideas of looks that I can film that aren't too crazy out there for Halloween, please let me know. Otherwise, I probably will not film anything. So the last color I'm going to use from the palette is this guy over here, which is an all matte plum color. It's like a mauve-y plum color. And I'm just going to concentrate this on the outer corners, but just on the bottom part of the lid, just blend it out. So to add a little bit of glitter, I'm going to use this palette by NYX Cosmetics, and I'm just going to go in with this one, which is like a soft champagne pink color. And I'm actually going to use my fingers to apply this. And I'm just applying this on the lid. And then for the inner corner, I'm just going to use this color over here. This time I'm going to use a brush because I can't get in the inner corners without a brush. Adds like a little bit of highlight. I'm gonna go back to the BH palette, and I'm just gonna use this plum shade over here and smoke out the bottom lash line. like it. So I'm just tight lining a little bit with a black liner. Then for the bottom lash line, I'm just gonna apply something a little more colorful. I've never actually done this before. Let's see. Ooh, that's pretty. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply it on this side as well. And this is just like a brick color eyeliner. This one is by Urban Decay. I think it's called Anatomy. I mixed a little bit of brown because I felt like it was a little too orangey. So I just layered like a brown eyeliner over that color just to keep it a little softer. All right, so now for the grand finale, I'm gonna use the Lancome Monsieur Big Mascara. And this is a volumizing mascara. It's also super black and long lasting. I've actually tried this before and I love it, but this is one of their newer mascaras. This is what the wand looks like. As you can see, it does have a lot of like those separate hairs, which is what is going to separate the hair and give it that volume. So let's just give it a go and see how it works. So I personally like to wiggle the mascara from the root up because I feel like this also makes a really big difference if you want your lashes to be super voluminous. So I like to just kind of like comb it out. And it's interesting because with this mascara, you can actually feel your hair being combed. And then I'm also gonna apply a little bit on the bottom lash line. I personally like doing this because it really does open up my eye. So here's the before and after, and again, I just dipped it into the tube once and I was able to do both top and bottom. I do want to try layering this just to see if it actually works because I've never tried layering it because I feel like with this, it's already voluminous enough where you kind of don't have to, but just to see if the product actually layers. Yeah, you're definitely able to layer it. I probably wouldn't do more than twice just because you really don't need to. So I love it. It looks pretty darn awesome. I think. You be the judge. Here's the before and after. So let's just move on to the next eye. It also feels super lightweight. I love really dark mascaras because as you can see, it makes the eye color lighter and it makes your eyes pop even more. Definitely worth checking out. So I'm just gonna go in with a darker lip color just because it's a fall look, so I thought I would just kind of play it up. This is the Makeup Forever liquid lipstick in number 207. So that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, you know the drill. Give it a thumbs up and I'll see you guys very soon. Bye guys.